Greg, out here in the Western Conference going head-to-head.
And, Kevin, they know each other well. They expect to meet potentially in the postseason, and I would expect a playoff atmosphere tonight.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard. From deep, Jokic. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And here's Edwards from the arc. It doesn't go for him.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Rebound, Minnesota.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. Lets it fly from 18. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Jokic showing his mid-range talent this time. Dynamic with the ball all over the floor.
There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
We'll now go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Coach Adelman. David.
And we talked about the bruising big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality. So we have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to his spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Pass to Randle. Fires for 3. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
There's the unselfishness you like to see in a guard. DiVincenzo keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Jokic, no good.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
For 3, Edwards. Good on the three-point shot. Edwards got 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 4-point game. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Murray kicks to Jokic. They can't stop the run with that one. Minnesota leading by 6. Edwards with it. Outguarded by Murray. Beyond the arc. Porter pulls it in. Denver's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, the chance is there. If he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, then he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
Now, Jokic, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. Pass to McDaniels. To the middle, stolen by Gordon. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Jokic finds Murray. Second shot opportunity. In deep. Jokic drops it in. Jokic has got his second bucket.
A guy who always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Jokic on top of that one.
DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. Releases. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Nuggets trail, and even 3-on-3 break. Back to Murray. Lets the 3 fly, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Really rock-solid decision-making from Murray, assessing the situation and then making the precise pass at the right time.
Shot and game clock separated by 5, and the 3 ball is good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And here is Murray. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Murray, no good. Edwards looking it over. Off target from outside. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He got into double digits for the quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. And though the Nuggets have some excellent outside shooters, Clark, they've been more prolific inside the arc the last couple years.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, they were an extreme example of that, Kevin. First in the league in two-point attempts, and then dead last, almost dead last in three-point attempts. Not what most people would think when looking at the Nuggets.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniel said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Jokic finds Gordon. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Throwing it down. Gobert using all of his height there.
Outside Gordon. Murray outside. The three. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to get.
That bucket in no time at all. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
DiVincenzo gets great lift on his shot, and right now playing at a great pace.
For 3, Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. Nailed from three-point land. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota. Here's Jokic. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Denver making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. With the rise of positionless basketball, Clark, this has to be the most difficult era to be a center.
I would not disagree with that, quite honestly. I mean, they're asked to do a lot. I mean, if they're not elite rim runners as centers and shot blockers, they got to be able to shoot and shoot from the perimeter, not just in the low post. And they still have to be able to finish around the basket. I think the biggest thing is they have to cover more ground defensively because how the game is played offensively with a lot of movement and pick and roll. Edwards loves those long-range bombs. He's a confident shooter.
Outside Gordon. Back to Murray. Kicks it out to Gordon. Corner shot. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. No one near Randle as he lets it go. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Yeah, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Minnesota leading by 10. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
Edwards can't hit.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And they're on the break. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
all starting from a turnover. DiVincenzo shows great anticipation skills to make a play on the ball and get them in transition.
Deep two from Murray. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Over Porter. Denver grabs the miss. Pushing it up. Stolen by McDaniels. And here we go. Timberwolves running again. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. Cannot give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going into the break with a 10-point lead. They dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
We've got Russell Westbrook. Charge is out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Dropper in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Conley inside the line. Kept alive. Miller kicks to Ingles. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 8. Watson with it. Nice move. Out to Sharch for 3. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves shooting in this game 45%. And it's Miller with the jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And it's all said and done. Jokic Greg is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said he's given us everything and more. Conley says to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. David, thanks. Minnesota with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Denver. They trail by 9 points. Watson for 3. And again, Denver, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Miller against Jordan. And it's Miller with the jam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook never lacks for confidence. When he starts knocking down threes, he becomes impossible to guard.
Conley for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Conley's got 5 points now this quarter.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there. Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. And I know that's 3, but I wanted to give you 3 different words I could use to describe it. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism.
Conley gets the bucket.
Nice to see Conley receive the dime for once. He's normally the one dropping dimes.
Watson, the pass to Jokic. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Conley with a wide open look. And another 3 for Minnesota.
You make a 3 on Conley, he's looking for payback. He's got great competitive spirit.
In the corner, it's Westbrook. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now, Alexander Walker. No scoring in this one. Here's Strother. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. Timberwolves leading by 11. Conley feeling it out. They get it again. Here's Reed, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Jokic finds Watson. Over Ingles. Watson's shot is off. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. And here's Conley outside. No, it doesn't go. His 4th miss in 8 attempts. Here's Westbrook, and the dunk by Westbrook.
You know, one of the things about Westbrook that has always been evident is incredible motor, especially when he's heading to the rack.
Puts up a deep 3. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Timberwolves ahead. They lead. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Timberwolves leading by 12. So on the floor for Minnesota. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Randall. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point.
Well, that's a nice play. DiVincenzo's a bankable jump shooter from just about any range.
Here's Westbrook. Watson for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight. A 3 for DiVincenzo. Out to Edwards. A second chance effort. Fades and shoots. Here's Gobert. Out of hand on it. Outside Westbrook. Lets it go with the 3. Out to Saric. For the 3. A 3-pointer is right on target.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
3-pointer, Randall. Saric grabs the board. The Nuggets trail by 11. A 3-ball. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Edwards dishes to McDaniels. Nice open look, but it's no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
DiVincenzo against Westbrook. No good that time. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
So Denver ends up going with a whole new group. Deep two from Murray. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 16. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Drains the three-pointer.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Fires from deep. And again, Denver with the triple.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
Randle outside. Takes the three. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Inside, he's looking for Gordon and finds him. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop.
For 3, Edwards. And Brown pulls it down. The Nuggets trail by 13. In the corner, it's Gordon. Pass to Porter. Here's Brown. Defended by Gobert. Brown's shot is off. Minnesota's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Timberwolves.
Nothing like second-chance buckets to pick up the scoring pace.
Yeah, it was impressive how they piled on the extra points, hitting the offensive glass, and then also winning the 50-50 ball battle.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Anthony Edwards.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Here's Jokic, and there's another one for the Nuggets. Minnesota with the ball. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Lob pass to Gordon. 27 seconds left in the game. That's a 2 from Randle. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Edwards from deep three-point territory. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the field. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
So the Houston starting five. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Alperon Şengün out there with Thompson. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. And it falls all over the rim and in.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day.
Oh, Gordon with a screen on Şengün. Pulls it. And the basket by Jokic.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Green for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Şengün. Drilled from 11 feet out.
Well, second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Now here's Jokic. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Will stand perhaps the best home court advantage in the league is right here in Denver, a mile above sea level.
And Brian, they don't let you forget it. Everywhere you go, you see signs, 5,280. Sometimes they even have it on their uniform, on the court, on signs in the locker room. They want you to know that you're at elevation and it's going to be difficult.
Fatigue is always a factor in Denver. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Jokic has got 7.
The shot selection of Jokic is sublime. So intelligent at recognizing when he should look to score.
Here's Şengün. Houston with another miss.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Porter from outside. And again, Denver with a 3.
And nice read by Porter Jr. Surveys the floor and gets in the right spot to finish.
Here's Şengün. Houston with another miss.
I don't know what happened there. About as easy an attempt as you could possibly ask. Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
The 3 from Thompson. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Thompson's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
Rockets trail by 5. Ooh, can't throw it down with one hand.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
From deep, Jokic. And again, it's Denver missing.
2 minutes remaining.
The Rockets have gone 3 of 8 so far. This one for 3. Denver grabs the miss. Now let's find out what head coach David Adelman had to say. Allie LaForce.
We talked about how Alperon Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game. And if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Outside, Green. Brown grabs the board. The Nuggets lead by 5. And here's Porter outside. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 5 rebounds tonight. The 3 from Thompson. Outside for Brooks. 3-pointer. Fires in the triple.
And you gotta at least honor Brooks' 3-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
The 3-ball. And Gordon with the basket on the assist by Jokic.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Yeah, one thing about Van Vliet, he makes the right decision most of the time.
Here's Jokic. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Jokic has got 9.
Yeah, he has a really nice feel from that spot, and the size gives him a clear advantage.
Yeah, and once you see that advantage from the sideline, you just want to yell at him to shoot the ball.
Now here's Gordon. No good with the triple. 3-pointer, Van Vliet. Jokic grabs the board. Denver leading by 5. Here's Brown. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. He's got 5.
The court awareness on full display. Jokic is such a unique big man.
And here's Thompson for 3. And no good.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
And so it's the dip. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Denver.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Saric in at the 5, down low. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Yeah, and Green has tons of confidence in his three-point shot, and it was on display right there as he knocked it down.
The 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or 2. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense, given the situation.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. Shoots from 12, and Şengün gets it to go. Şengün's gotten his 2nd bucket.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
Murray for 3. And again, it's Denver missing.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Thompson outside. Beyond the arc. Drops in the 3. Thompson's got 12 points.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Outside Murray. And there's the call on Dillon Brooks. That's his 1st foul.
That's his 1st personal foul. 1st team foul.
2nd quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Shots good by Saric.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Yeah, no question Van Vliet was going to find his man. He has excellent court vision.
Brown's shot is good.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's Thompson. Outside for Brooks. Left side, Green. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
Murray passes to Saric. Over Thompson. Saric shot is off.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
And here's Porter outside. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds now. And it's Brooks missing.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Here's Şengün. Houston with another miss. Denver leading by 7. And here's Porter outside. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. They'll pin that one on DeAndre Jordan.
I love it. Slashing his way inside, reinforcing the issue.
He's off on the second. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
Here's Murray. From deep. Here's Jordan. And here's Porter outside. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Green for 3. They get it again. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
The officials were right on top of that.
Houston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he's good on the second. 12 seconds left in the first half. Here's Brown. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Brown's got 19 points.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And so it's Denver with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Rockets. They trail by 9. Kicking off the second half. Here's Ime Udoka's 5. We've got Aaron Holiday. Smith out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Steven Adams. And it's Whitmore in at the 2-guard spot. And here's Westbrook. Jordan, the pass to Westbrook. Launches it from deep. It's hauled in by Houston.
We've seen him make that shot, but not all that often.
Well, that's the shot where if you make it, everything's fine. But if not, you're going to hear about it.
And after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
Jokic is checked in for the Nuggets.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Here's Eason. For 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And you can see Smith has the vision. Now, it'll be interesting to watch that part of his game continue to develop.
And then Westbrook slams it in.
Yeah, this is how powerful Westbrook is at the rim. Looking like he wants to tear the basket down.
The 3 is up. Eason can't get it to go. Denver leading by 4. To the middle. Dives for it. Jokic in the post. Adams is there. And it's Jokic missing. The Rockets have gone 2 of 5 in this 3rd quarter. They get it back. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
I mean, the motor this kid has is unmatched. Smith goes up with a purpose.
Right side Watson. Oh, it's stolen by Eason. It's a one-on-one situation. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And a steal like that, with the conversion, can really start moving things in your direction.
And the dunk by Jokic.
So crafty on these takes to the rim. Jokic senses when he should just look to drive.
He drops it from range.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Here's Strother. No points so far. Outside Whitmore. Another three from Houston.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Jacks up a three. Straw, they're no good. The Rockets lead by 4. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by Saric. There's the triple. A nice shot by Watson.
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, Jabari Smith Jr. is making some serious strides, and Coach Ime Udoka praised him and said his all-around game, his confidence, great defensive versatility. He's starting to handle and make plays for others. Shooting is a huge asset for him, but we want him to post up and find his mid-range shots as well, and he can rise up over guys. Brian?
He is certainly one to watch, Allie. Thank you. And Coach, such a unique player, multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. How do you defend this guy?
Well, Brian, if I knew that, everybody in the league would be trying to hire me, because no one has found an answer for Nikola Jokic. He can just beat you in so many ways. If you're going to double team him, he's going to create wide open shots and even layups for his teammates. If you're going to leave him single covered, he's going to score. There's nothing this guy can't do on a basketball court.
From deep. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Smith's got 9.
Man, I love how Smith plays with so much energy, and that time it pays off on the offensive glass.
Jokic. Second chance shot. Oh, he's a monster. Jokic just flexing out here.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
The Nuggets trail. Here's Watson. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. On the wing, Whitmore. Another shot. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Whitmore's got 5 points now this quarter. And this is where they've struggled.
Yeah, the half court has not been kind to them. Let's see what they run.
Gets the three to fall.
You don't leave Jokic alone in the corner. I mean, that's just asking for trouble.
Eason can't get it to go. Here's Watson. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Whitmore from deep three-point range. The shot off that time. And at the close of the 3rd quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3, and it's Murray in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
You love the confidence Green has. He wastes no time going up with the shot.
Pass to Murray. Oh, Brooks with the steal. In transition, here they come. Here's Thompson. It's good from the top of the key. And the Rockets lead by 2. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Well, all you can ask for is you guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Also, guys, they put in maximum effort on the offensive glass. Great determination to follow shots and not giving up on the possessions.
Well, he is desperately trying to get something going, but this has not been his night. They need to consider making an adjustment. That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
And here's Porter outside. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 5 assists in the game. From the baseline, it's good. Coming down the stretch, we'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
And that's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
Knocks down the long J. And it's a 4-point Houston lead. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 4 since the 4th quarter began. Murray finds Gordon. Jokic with it. Murray, a screen on Şengün. And here's Jokic outside. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 11 rebounds in the game. Left side, Green. Lets it go from 14. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Brown grabs the board. Brown's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Gordon with the drop. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Whoa, Aaron Gordon looking like he's in a slam dunk contest right there.
Well, the defense was giving him that one, but he made the shot more difficult than it needed to be. You gotta play smart.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Here's Şengün. Rebound by the Nuggets. Gordon left side. And Gordon with the big finish.
The defense can't allow Gordon to get into the lane. He's just too explosive once he gets a step.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Jokic passes to Porter. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
And Porter Jr. is made for big moments. He doesn't feel any pressure taking big-time shots.
Here's Brown. Three-pointer off the mark. And so Thompson will bring it up for Houston. Driving inside. Rebounded by Denver. Porter's got 4 rebounds now. Lets the 3 fly. On target from range. And now a 7-point Nugget lead.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the 4th, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
And a miss there on the triple.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Green, money from deep.
Absolutely fearless. Green takes the big shot like it's any other bucket.
Gordon with a screen on Şengün. And he lobs it up to the rim. Thompson with a steal. Out on his own on the break. Şengün, no good. Green against Jokic. Porter from outside. Brooks with the rebound. Gordon with a steal. Jokic against Şengün from 15 feet away. Out to Gordon. Thompson with a steal. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Yes! Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1. 27 seconds left to play in the 4th. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
On the wing, Murray from outside the arc. Oh, he buries it from outside.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Fires from way outside. Off on that one. So a close game sees Denver taking this one. Boy, they didn't make... All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks, for Stan Van Gundy.
this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Thompson is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by DiVincenzo.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Brooks with no one around. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Brooks has got the first points up on the board here for Houston. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Green.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
It's Brooks on the wing. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Brooks has got 5 now.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Now here's Edwards. Chalk up 2 there.
You know, he had room to operate, but added a little fade on that shot just for good measure.
You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. And I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Gobert with a screen on Thompson. Randall no good. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Green, and it's Green slamming it down.
And one of Green's best assets, his leaping ability. He's a natural athlete, very explosive.
The 3 for DiVincenzo. Hits it from 3-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
There's Green with the 3. It's stolen by Randall. Here's Edwards. McDaniels against Brooks. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. Randall right side. And finished off by Gobert.
Listen, at just over 7 feet, we know Gobert's going to be terrific on the glass.
And the wide open shot from Green. And a miss there on the triple.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of the shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report. To the inside, and finished off by McDaniel.
How about Gobert with the find? On time and on target. Nicely done, Rudy.
From deep, Green. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Connects from 3-point range.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Şengün finds Brooks on the corner. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Edwards passes to Randall. McDaniels gets a wide open look. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. McDaniels got 5 now. Thompson inside the line. Another miss by Houston.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Edwards, no good. There's Green with the 3. Brooks outside. And they get it. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Timberwolves lead by 6. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's Sivonja in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, Fred VanVleet says, I am coming right back at you with a three-pointer of my own.
Greg, what's the key thing Fred VanVleet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
Green against Edwards. Over Green. Off the left rim and out.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And Thompson kicks to Green. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Green's got 6.
Oh, not even thinking about it. When Green is catching and firing like that, you know he's feeling it.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Pass to Randall. Fires for 3. Another miss by Minnesota. And so Green will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Thompson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Yep, that one goes. He's got 8. Rockets trail by 5. Thompson left side. From downtown, Sivonja with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Shot from the wing. Shot by McDaniels. No good.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of...
Many all-time greats have spent time there.
3. Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Minnesota making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Adams, he's checked in for Houston. Jabari Smith comes in for Amen Thompson. Rockets trail by 5. From deep, Brooks. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Gobert with a screen on Green. Here's Alexander Walker. Stolen by Van Vliet. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, showing off the athleticism. Green's eyes light up when he's on the break. Easy to see why.
Houston's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Van Vliet against DiVincenzo. Good, nice job down low. Van Vliet's got 5.
Now you see the wherewithal of Fred Van Vliet. Finds the soft spot in the defense and converts.
In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. No good on the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
From deep, Green. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 36 seconds left here in the second. Here's Alexander Walker. And it's good off the back rim and in. Alexander Walker's got his first bucket in this one. Van Vliet looking around. Misses the 3. Timberwolves leading by 5. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. Adams, some nice D.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Here's Green. That one doesn't go. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Timberwolves on top, up by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the big half-court shot. Drums. They're measuring up the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Taking a look at the Rockets, Jabari Smith is out there with Steven Adams. Then it's Tari Eason. Then there's Whitmore, and it's Holiday in at the point guard position.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Houston moving the ball around. Eason with a screen for Smith. Second chance shot. The kick out to Holiday. Takes a 3. It's good from long range.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
Miller with a screen on Holiday. Conley inside the line. The rebound by Steven Adams. The Rockets trail. Mike Conley was drafted, Doris, back in 2007. And somehow, someway, he's gone his whole career without receiving a technical foul. Heck, you and I have received technical fouls over here, but not him on the floor.
Kevin, that is an impressive feat. And it's also probably why he's won the NBA Sportsmanship Award more than anyone else in the history of the league, and why we will never win it. This guy plays with such confidence and ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Smith with a screen on Conley. Holiday finds Eason. Here's Whitmore. They grab their own miss. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
The Rockets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team. A little breakdown there, letting them get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Conley. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Smith with it. Conley picks him up. Lets the 3 fly. Miller grabs the miss. Timberwolves trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Reed kicks to Miller. Off target with his 3. On offense, here are the Rockets. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. Not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Pass to Miller. Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Ingles in the corner. Miller dishes to Conley. Just 5 on the clock. His three-pointers off the mark. Houston's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Holiday gets the bucket.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Here's Alexander Walker, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And oh, here we go. Conley, nobody back. And he makes that one. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Pass to Eason. Buries the long-range jumper. Eason's got 5.
Yeah, Steven Adams' instinct is to pass it first, and what instincts he has. Wow, pretty play.
It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Conley.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Holiday attacking, and easy 2 points on the layup. Holiday's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Here's Alexander Walker. Missed inside.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Rockets lead by... And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Handle out there with Gobert, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Fires, high post. Edwards, no good.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Green inside the three-point line. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves trail by 5. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. Three-pointer, Randall. Good on the triple.
Well, this shot is in his bag. Julius Randle more than happy to take the jumper if you concede it.
Şengün with a screen on McDaniel. Brooks misses.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Here's Edwards to tie it up. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
Pass to Brooks. Thompson sets the pick for Brooks. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Rockets lead by 3.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
DiVincenzo can't hit it.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
for Minnesota. They've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Edwards against Van Vliet. Shoots it. They get it again. Here's Gobert. Rockets with the rebound. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Thompson. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Oh, easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And here's Green outside. They get it back. And he can't jam it through.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Edwards inside. He's against Green. Edwards' shot is good. Edwards got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. For 3, Van Vliet. Julius Randle with the rebound. Minnesota's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Drills the three-pointer.
That's an important shot right there, guys. I mean, he's produced from deep all game long.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. God plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene. I'll tell you, this has not been his game. He's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Pass to DiVincenzo. On the left block, it drops.
Well, this is the all-around game of Julius Randle, right? We think he can score it, board it, but how about that pass?
Brooks misses.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Open shot, Edwards. And again, it's Minnesota.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Drills it from outside. And now a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Şengün against McDaniel. Outside for Randle. A three-pointer, no good. And so Minnesota takes the win. It was up. Thanks so much, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the field. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
A lot of their action runs through the front court.
You're exactly right, B.A., and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively, too.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. Now here's Jokic. Pass to Brown. Let's go with a three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Outside, DiVincenzo. Now here's Gobert. Stolen by Jokic. Gordon on the take.
What you say?
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Come on now. And you know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game. Always looking to bring the thunder.
Here's DiVincenzo. Denver grabs the miss.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now here's Murray. Hits the trifecta.
Immensely confident in his game. Murray doesn't think twice about pulling the trigger from deep, nor should he.
Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Murray finds Jokic. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. A shot by Brown, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Edwards for 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Denver has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Porter's shot is off. Outside, DiVincenzo. Money from the wing. DiVincenzo's gotten his second bucket of the game.
DiVincenzo gets great lift on his shot, and right now playing at a great pace.
Lets it go from deep. And there's Porter on the assist by Jokic.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Porter for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outside Edwards. DiVincenzo against Murray. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by DiVincenzo. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for. That high release of the Joker, if you're defending him, you better stay home.
For 3, DiVincenzo. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. McDaniel's got room, gets some space, and buries the jumper.
If they keep finding steals like that, they won't be in the hole much longer.
Jokic passes to Gordon. Takes the 3. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Gordon's got 5 now.
Nice work by Gordon, stretching the floor, opening things up with his range.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
41 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Fires from deep. Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 9.
Edwards loves those long-range bombs. He's a confident shooter.
Gordon with a screen on Gobert. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
And You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Here's Porter. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Edwards for 3. No good there. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. The Nuggets on top. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Now here's Jokic over Gobert. Jokic, good. Jokic has got 7.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
Well, that's a nice play. DiVincenzo's a bankable jump shooter from just about any range.
Fades away. And there's Jokic on the assist by Murray. Jokic has got 4 points in the quarter. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
Edwards can't hit. And so it's Jokic who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch him, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching.
Timberwolves trail by 3. And here's Edwards outside. That shot missing. Denver's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Look at Jokic going to work inside.
This is exactly how you should use Jokic in these situations. Feed that beast inside.
Outside Edwards. Gobert passes to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Porter. Here's McDaniels. Offensive rebound. Gobert. Playing to his strength. Gobert inside.
The endless reach of Gobert. Those long arms sometimes seems like he's everywhere. An overwhelming presence on the offensive glass.
Jokic with a screen on Randle. Gordon finds Porter. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And there's the lob. And it's Randle with the jam.
Just another way Randle can beat you. Good hands for the catch and finish at the rim.
Gordon, the pass to Watson from outside the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now. Randle outside. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, BA. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
DiVincenzo can't hit. Denver in the lead. A minute 20 left to play in the first half. Here's Jokic. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
For 3, DiVincenzo. Randle, the pass to DiVincenzo. Here's McDaniels. And Gobert flushes it home.
This is where Gobert likes to park himself, right around the rack.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Three-pointer. Drains the triple. Murray's got 6. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Randall can't hit. For Denver, they've gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter.
Give Gordon a chance to get out and run, give him room. I mean, this guy can cover ground in a hurry. You got to close out on him early, or he's going to make you pay for it.
The 3, DiVincenzo. Rebounded by Denver.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him. Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Edwards for 3. Oh, a deep 3 from Anthony Edwards.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Denver leading by a point, and we'll return shortly. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the court right now for the Nuggets, they've got Russell Westbrook. Dario Saric is out there with Christian Brown. Then there's DeAndre Jordan, and it's Strother in at the 2. The fader. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Brown passes to Westbrook. And here's Saric for 3. Reed with the rebound. And so Conley will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 4-point game. Jacks up a 3. Connects from downtown. And the elite bigs today can score posting and facing up, Clark. Can all those options make it hard to decide which way to attack?
Well, I agree with you there, and I think it's a good problem to have, quite honestly, BA. I mean, that's also, I think, where coaching and analytics comes into play. Trying to keep track of what approach is going to work best for you. Nice, sweet lefty stroke from Mike Conley. It really worked on that part of his game.
Here's Brown. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Brown's got 6 in the quarter.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Out to the right wing. Jordan, the pass to Brown. With the fadeaway. And another 3 for Denver.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Miller pulls it in.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
A slam dunk by Reed.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game. Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with the little extra pizzazz.
The shot by Conley, no good. Denver leading by 4. To the right side, here's Brown. They get it back. It's good on the putback.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Westbrook against Conley. Brown grabs the board. And here's Denver. They're on a 10-2 run here. And here's Saric for 3. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. A minute 53 left in the third quarter.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Here's Brown. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Alexander Walker. And Russell Westbrook pulls it down.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that. An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Conley finds Ingles. Reed for 3. And that one drops. And it comes off an assist from Ingles. Reed's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Saric shot is off. Minnesota has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. And that one's good from Conley.
Stop and pop. Conley dangerous everywhere.
Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
For 3, Westbrook. Pass to Saric. Here's Brown. Three-pointer. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Here's Strother, covered by Alexander Walker. And here's Saric for 3. And Conley grabs the miss. Ingles passes to Miller. 3 seconds left. Can't capitalize inside. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Sivonja in at point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Westbrook finds Jordan. And here's Saric for 3. Counted from distance. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking. With that tightened up handle now, Westbrook can keep the ball on the string and keep the defense at his mercy.
Denver leading by 8. Pass to Strother, back to Westbrook. And here's Saric, takes a 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And Denver making a change here. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Jordan. Aaron Gordon comes in for Saric. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Strother. And Murray subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Out to Gordon. From deep. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got assist number 8 here already in the game. Edwards looking for an opening. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. Lets it go from deep. The shot no good. The Nuggets lead by 9. From the arc. A shot by Brown, no good. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. McDaniels can't hit. Denver has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Knocks it down from distance. And it's a 12-point Nugget lead.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
It's good. Edwards, what strength.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Going inside. Oh, a sensational slam by Ant.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Randall, good.
Taking it himself, Randall changes who he is when the jumper goes in.
Murray against Sivonja. Here's Jokic. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
I'll tell you, when he rises up to shoot, and with his height advantage, oh, he knows he's going to get a clean.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
Murray, Gordon outside, fires the three. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Edwards for three. Anthony Edwards rains one in.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Jokic passes to Porter from behind the arc. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 15 rebounds here tonight. The open shot, Randall. Pass to Edwards. Tries again. No good that time.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
They get the rebound. Now here's Jokic. DiVincenzo with a steal. Here's Randall. There's the drive. Oh, he nails it! What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Calm when it counts. Randall has that clutch DNA.
For 3, Gordon. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
It's not over yet.
He shoots it. Edwards, no good. DiVincenzo with a steal. Randall outside. Pass to Edwards. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. And so here is Denver. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Shot is good by Gordon.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And so it's Denver with the W. Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
feel to it, doesn't it? These teams love to run things down low.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a matchup, Kevin. A little bit of bully ball, you could say. Having a simple...
Whoa, look out! Look out!
Well, okay, I see you.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Jokic kicks to Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. On the wing, Thompson. Rebound by the Nuggets. And here's Jokic. Here's Gordon. Back to Jokic. Here's Brown. And again, Denver with the triple.
And I feel like Jokic has 360-degree vision. I mean, no matter where the open man is, he's going to find him.
Şengün, no good. Denver's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Pass to Brown. No good on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
There's Green with the three. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach, Ime Udoka. He thinks they need to focus on speeding up Nikola Jokic rather than trying to slow him down. Coach said Jokic dominates the game at his own pace, so we need to put more pressure on him and not allow him to play so patiently. Of course, that's easier said than done. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Shot clock at 6. Here's Thompson. They kick it out to Green. It's Brooks on the wing. For the three. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Lets it go. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Green slams it in.
Let me tell you this. If you've got a vertical leap of 40 inches like Green, you're just going to be able to glide to the rim like that.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Fades away. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done. And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Houston.
Van Vliet kicks to Thompson. And then jammed down as it goes right over Jokic.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Gordon outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. Gordon's got 5 points so far.
And when his jumper's going down, Gordon's game goes to another level.
And Thompson throws it down.
While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Bounce pass, Gordon. Jokic passes to Gordon. And the wing jumper offline.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, It happens sometimes.
It's Thompson off the drive.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Here's Brown. Jokic finds Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. He's got 7.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
Green, no luck. Amen Thompson, he's feeling it tonight, and he has been the driving force for Houston. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
At the guard positions, Van Fleet and Green. Alperen Şengün out there with Thompson. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
This one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Here's Brown, and he's good on the 3 ball.
The backcourt today as good as it gets, and they've earned the green light every time they touch the ball.
Green, no luck. Denver's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this score.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpie's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said. Shot by Gordon, wide open. No good from outside. Houston in the lead. There's the steal. Porter in the corner. The 3. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Green, no luck.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Porter, no luck.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Brown's shot is off. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
Continuing to improve that three-point shot. Green hits this one.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Jokic has checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin. And you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man. And I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
2 minutes.
Here's Thompson with the drive.
And you can always count on Van Vliet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hands.
Here's Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. There's the triple. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got his 7th assist in the game.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Buries it from three-point range.
Whenever the opponent makes a 3, it feels like Jalen's got that mindset that he wants to answer.
Here's Brown. And again, Denver with the triple.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You can rain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Given the size disadvantage. You have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And I like his belief in his game. Go at the taller defender, make him react to you.
RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Here's Thompson, and he hammers that one down right in the face of Jamal Murray.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Murray kicks to Jokic. Outside, Porter puts up a three. Şengün with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The Nuggets trail by 4, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks. So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group.
Substitution on the court.
Eight-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Jokic. The power of Jokic. Wow.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
The wide open look here for Holiday. That three off the mark. Here's Brown. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 9th assist in the game now. Outside Holiday, hands it from downtown. Holiday's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nuggets ahead, up by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. Here's thinking about the shot.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You know, Amen Thompson has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
He has been aggressive, getting into the painted area seemingly at will and wreaking absolute havoc on the defense.
So on the floor for Denver, we've got Russell Westbrook. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Strother in at the shooting guard position. For 3, Westbrook. It's rebounded by Houston. Here's Whitmore. Ooh, what a slam! What a slam!
Gracious. And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
Jordan passes to Westbrook. Jacks up a 3. And another miss by Denver.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
The shot's good from Smith.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Here's Strother. And another miss by Denver. Houston leading by 6. Here's Whitmore. And the 3 off target. And here we go. Fast break. Jordan's got it. The shot's good from Westbrook.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Whitmore finds Eason. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Kicks it out to Jordan. Back to Westbrook. Fires from 18. Basket counts. Westbrook's got his 2nd basket of the game.
A comfort zone for Westbrook. He still has so much confidence in his mid-range game.
So RJ, the Rockets last year, they were exactly at 500. 41 up and 41 down.
Still, they missed the play-in by 5 games. In the East, they easily are in. That just tells you how difficult a rebuild in the Western Conference is. And Houston is up against it.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
here's Westbrook from the arc. To the left wing. Here's Strother. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. And now it's a three-point Nugget lead.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Whitmore. Sinks the three-pointer. Whitmore's got 5 points in the quarter.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
Sivonja. They get it back. Back to Westbrook. Shoots the three. Buries it from three-point range. Sivonja's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And here's Denver. They're on a 12-3 run. Westbrook up top. Pass to Sivonja. Watson for 3. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Watson has it in the corner. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Jordan kicks to Watson. Here's Sivonja. Whitmore defending. Sivonja, no good. Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Eason. Drills the three-pointer. Eason's got his first 3 points of the game.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
And the dunk by Eason. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Westbrook to the wing on the left. Here's Sivonja. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Sivonja's got 6 points.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
Pass to Eason. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
For 3, Westbrook. The Rockets pull it in. Here's Whitmore. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And just when it looked like the third quarter was over, that happens.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Houston on top, ending the third quarter on a 14-6 run. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Thompson is out there with Alperen Sengun. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. For 3, Westbrook. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Van Vliet can't get it to go. The Nuggets trail by 3. Left side, Westbrook. Pass to Strother. Jordan with the screen on Brooks. Strother, no good. And for Houston, their shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Here in the fourth quarter, the defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
The hustle and intensity that Westbrook brings to this team can be infectious.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Rockets?
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
And also, they continue to take advantage on the offensive glass. Those extra possessions paying off in second chance points.
Houston making a switch. Tate's checked in. Şengün inside. Jokic defending. Şengün no good. Outside Westbrook. It's stolen by Green. Thompson with it. Now defended by Jokic. And Thompson slams it home.
Nice active hands from Green.
Left side Westbrook. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. Oh, nice finish.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Timeout called, Nuggets. Amen Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And whatever the D has thrown at him, he's had an answer. His offense is coming naturally to him because he keeps things simple. You hear that, people? Keeps things simple.
Marie's checked in for Denver. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Was able to listen on what David Adelman went over with his team. He told them they have to attack the basket. He said, we are settling for way too many jumpers, guys. Move the ball, push it inside, and make them defend in the post. It's time to attack. Back to you, David.
Thank you, David.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Here's Jokic. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Here's Tate. And it's off from three-point range. The Nuggets trail by 3. For 3, Murray. It's rebounded by Houston.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Tate gets it to go.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
They've been able to attack the defense before they get set, really making the most of their fast break opportunities.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Trying to the hoop. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Boy, they needed that one. And Gordon delivered. His productive habits really paid off there.
Here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
The windmill finish. That is nasty. How do you do?
Oh, finishes the play with utterly no regard for his own safety.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
There are guys that will take that shot, and there are guys that will make that shot. Green is one of those guys that will make that bucket.
Tari Eason's checked in for the Rockets. Now, here's Jokic. And stolen by Thompson. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact. And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks a bit out of reach.
From deep. Here's Eason. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Clearly a foul.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
And Green puts up a deep 3. The Rockets again can't hit. Jokic with it.
He got it!
Wow, way outside!
When in doubt, just do something spectacular.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mid, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the fist. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
the defensive end.
Yeah, and Brian, look, there's two hallmarks of great defensive teams. Obviously effort, you can't do anything without it, but also communication. The best defensive teams communicate well, and it's what connects all five guys on the floor.
And a wise coach once said, defense wins championships.
I would say defense and offense win championships. You need both.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1 spot. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and Coach said he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Green, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Rudy Gobert picks one up.
And this is why Green's guys encourage him to attack, because it puts the defenses in compromising situations.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to DiVincenzo. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Thompson, no good.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 5. Gobert passes to Edwards. Off target from the wing.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why. Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Stolen by Thompson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randle. Houston has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Şengün. Van Vliet outside. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Here's Edwards. The 3 is up. Nails it from 3. Edwards got 8.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
For 3, Randle. It's rebounded by Şengün. The Rockets trail. Green for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
And that one, good. He's got 10.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player, skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Green. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. McDaniels from long range buries it from 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside, Green. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
Just a versatile offensive weapon. I really like seeing Green mix it up with that floater.
DiVincenzo finds McDaniels. Back to DiVincenzo. Randle a screen on Van Vliet. Nice shot by DiVincenzo. Rockets trail by 6. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
BA, Fred Van Vliet said, I've been a leader on pretty much every team that I've ever played for. I'm a leader in life. It's just something you either have or you don't. something you got to work at. Some guys will gravitate towards it, and some won't. Brian, is it that simple?
Well, I think most of his teammates value what he has to say, for sure.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
And Stan, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his heiress, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
Brooks, and he drains the quick shot.
Trying to keep up with Brooks will wear you out. He gets one step ahead and pulls right up to shoot.
For three, DiVincenzo. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Thompson. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Van Vliet misses. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. They lead by 4. Minnesota again missing. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
On the court for Minnesota. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. Green for 3. Anthony Edwards with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Puts up a 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Minnesota leading by 5. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Yeah, I also like how they've immediately gotten out in transition. They came to run, and we'll see if they can keep it up.
Pass to Şengün. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. The open shot, Van Vliet. That's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Solid work. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I can't tell you what a difference second chance points make in a game. That can be the factor that swings the outcome.
Yeah, no question Van Vliet was going to find his man. He has excellent court vision.
And it's Brooks missing.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
For 3, Randle goes back up. The kick out to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Just 2 to shoot. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Houston. In transition, here they come. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
Outside McDaniels. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Thompson with a screen. Green to the rack. He gets it in there. Green's got 6.
This is where Green is most effective. He's got a great feel for scoring inside.
For three, DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Throws it up high, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
Oh, Amen Thompson. Incredible verticality.
Knocks it loose. The Rockets, another fast break opportunity here. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Good fast-paced play there. It's much easier to find a shot when you beat the defense back.
And the call will be against Fred VanVleet. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Edwards for 3. Oh, Edwards! Money on the triple.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Randall, the pass to McDaniels. The 3. Thompson pulls it in. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. He buries it from 3. Brooks has got his second basket.
You gotta at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
Houston has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. And it's hammered home by Green.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Randall on the screen. McDaniels. It's rebounded by Houston. It's 2-on-1. Pulls up for 3. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. Edwards has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Gobert. The shot that time not on target. Good D by Şengün. Brooks from outside. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Timberwolves trail by 4.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Pass to Green. Takes the 3. Green, money from deep.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Houston. They lead by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
We've got Cam Whitmore. Tari Eason is out there with Jabari Smith. Then it's Aaron Holiday, and it's Adams in at center. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Stan, just how much of a catalyst has Mike Conley been since the Timberwolves got him?
Well, just listen to his teammates, Brian. They talk about leadership, the adult in the room, and he remains a very capable two-way player.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
It's stolen by Holiday, and they're on the break. Smith finds Eason. Off target from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 11. Outside Conley. Off target from outside.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Top of the key. Jump shot is good.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Miller against Smith. Here's Alexander Walker. Another miss by Minnesota. Houston with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered for them. And it's Whitmore missing. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. The shot by Conley, no good. The Rockets lead by 13. From downtown, and Whitmore gets it to go on the assist from Eason.
With all that space, it's so hard for the defense to stay connected to everyone.
Here's Conley. Lays it up and banks it in. Conley's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, a guy with Conley's consistency is trouble inside. Those high percentage looks are often effortless for him.
Here's Whitmore. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 16.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Hey, BA, well, the Rockets got a lot more organized with Coach Ime Udoka and their veteran additions, including point guard Fred VanVleet, who said it's just having that poise and presence to slow things down and get guys where they need to be. Rein it in, get some structure, and maximize these guys' potential. BA?
Ali, a great floor general. Thanks for that.
Yeah, classic walkout. You love to see that. Taking care of the defensive glass.
Got a piece of it. There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter. Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
A phenomenal floor general. Conley is gifted at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
And the three-pointer goes. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. Count it. Conley's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, Conley knows where his team needs him to be in transition, taking full advantage of the fast break opportunity.
Here's Whitmore outside. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Miller. And that one is hammered home.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's Holiday to the paint. Here's Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
You want to stop Adams when he rolls, but honestly, Steven is such a force. Sometimes you can't stop him.
Here's Alexander Walker from beyond the arc, and then some. Alexander Walker's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
The 3, Smith. The offensive rebound. Pass to Whitmore. Outside Eason. The 3. Back to Whitmore. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Holiday. Beyond the arc. Drills it from deep. Holiday's got 9 points.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
The deep 3. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Smith right side. Another 3 from Houston.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this.
And so it's Houston. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. Up big because of their three-point shooting. Just going to town from downtown tonight. We'll be right back after this word. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Sivonja in at the point guard position. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. And the foul on Cam Whitmore. That's his first foul. And Houston making a change here. Eason's checked in.
For your Rockets.
Timberwolves trail by 14. Gobert with a screen on VanVleet. Inside. Strong finish by Gobert.
And just so mobile at his size. Once Gobert sets the screen, he rolls home.
Oh!
Wow! That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that was going to hit his head on the rim one day.
Oh. Here's Edwards. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 5 rebounds in the game. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
At the line for your Rockets.
Good on the second one. Timberwolves trail by 15. Edwards looking it over. Offline with a 3. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Houston. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. DiVincenzo on the wing. And there it is for him.
Very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
The 3-ball. Pass to Green. Outside Eason. 6 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's DiVincenzo. Edwards on the attack in transition.
Well, Edwards will fight you on every possession. He gets the loose ball and instantly attacks.
That one's good for 2. Van Vliet's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Here's Green. And there's the drive. And it's hammered home by Green.
Talk about using that speed. Green to the rim with ease.
Timberwolves trail by 18. And here's Edwards outside. Sinks the tray. Edwards got 28 points for the game.
Well, sometimes you need more than just your stars, though. They've got to run something to get the other guys good looks.
Thompson passes to Green. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Oh, okay!
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Eason. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
In the game. 2 minutes.
And here's Edwards outside. Offensive rebound. Gobert, no good. The Rockets lead by 13. Here's Green. Thompson in the post. Randall's there. Green, the pass to Şengün. Over Gobert. The Rockets with another miss. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Thompson, no good. Timberwolves trail by 11. Randall deciding where to go with it. Outside McDaniels. Wide open look. Second chance effort. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Tari Eason.
Inside, you have to try something to stop Randall. But he gets physical right back and draws a good shooting foul.
Smith, he's checked in for Eason. And Randall drops them both. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter here. The 3, Smith. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Rockets.
And it seemed like steals ended up making the difference in this game.
No question. Their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight.
And what a huge performance it was for Amen Thompson.
And what stood out to me was his effort level defensively. Very active and aggressive, piling up the steals in addition to his overall floor game.
Smith outside. From outside, off the mark. Van Vliet against DiVincenzo. There's 37 seconds left in the game. Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff. Smith outside. For 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's DiVincenzo. And it's flushed down. A nice jam. Man, they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Şengün passes to Thompson. Launches it from deep. Sinks it from distance. And the Rockets lead by 9. So it's Houston winning this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity.